What's going on, guys? Boss Jacoby here with the recap video for day 2 at MLG Raleigh. Today on your screen right now you guys will see all the pool finishes, and I'll also have a screenshot of this in the description box below if you want to take it and look at it a little bit more closely. So I'm going to go into a lot of different things in this video. A, who won each pool. B, who are the standout teams in the losers bracket that are either playing fantastic and still in it, or played amazing and knocked off a few big teams and also gotten taken out, but still they made a name for themselves. So I want to do that, and also I want to talk about the winners bracket, finals, semifinals, stuff like that, because this stuff is crazy. So let's start it off with the winners of each pool. You have Collapse, who won Pool A, and that was the pool with QUANTIC, Leverage, and Twisted Method. Collapse came in from the open bracket, but if you're unaware of who that consists of, they're a very, very solid team. I believe it's Apathy, Too Quick, you have Pikachu, and then Parasite. He's going by Caramel on the stream. So these are 4 awesome players combined onto one team, and they just didn't have enough pro points, or something happened where they were in the open bracket. They swept through that. They pretty much swept through Pool A, just finishing 4-0, so they did sweep it. And then coming into the winners bracket semifinals, they were pitted off against Envy and lost 3-2 to them. So Envy is now guaranteed top 4. The other 2 teams that won their pool, I should go into Envy as well. Envy went 4-0 in pool play and won Pool D without really too much difficulty, because they were able to defeat Next Threat, which is what I said was the game to watch. So Envy was able to win that. Then you have Fear, who won their pool after starting 0-1 because John arrived late. They were kind of sluggish from what I heard, but that was a huge factor, but they were able to rebound. Optic Gaming won Pool B. That's not much of a surprise. And then Fear was able to take out Optic Gaming 3-1 to ensure another top 4 finish. Guys, Fear is just absolutely on fire here lately in the past few events. And like I said, after the past event, I can't count them out. That's why in my prediction video I had them at like 3rd or something like that. They're an awesome team, and I expect big things from them tomorrow. So that's what that's what you guys have in the winners bracket. These are the 4 pool winners, and then these are the 2 winners that came out from each game. Going into the losers bracket, I want to highlight a few teams here. So you're going to have First Class, who was in round 1 of the losers bracket. This is the lowest round, obviously, and these are for the teams that didn't even win the open bracket. The open bracket teams, they don't come into play. I believe the open bracket teams don't come into play until this round, round 3. So it's going to be 2 rounds before the open bracket winners. So First Class comes in, knocks out Zooted 3-0, VVV Gaming 3-1. They knocked out Brain Dead, which was the pool, or excuse me, one of the open bracket winners. They knocked them out 3-1, and then they moved on to knock out Young Guns 3-0 before eventually being taken out by Force. So that was a huge run by First Class, knocking off some really good players, and really did make a name for themselves. Another team that's not doing, hasn't won quite as many matches, but certainly beat a phenomenal team, is Abnormal. They beat Haze 3-1, and then they took out Influence 3-2, and anybody that you see in this round 6, Leverage, Abnormal, Juked, QUANTIC Next Threat, Obey, and yes, I said Force, Twisted Method, Icons Blue, all those teams are guaranteed top 12. I know that's only 8 teams, but then you combine that with Optic Gaming right here, Collapse, and then Fear and Envy, who are still in the winners bracket. That's going to be your top 12. If you want to look into your top, top 16 or top 18, that's where rounds 5 through 4 or whatever come into play. But that's going to be your top 12. I wanted to go over that really briefly, and then I want to talk about kind of the bracket and how it looks, and I'm going to predict what's going to go on here. So in round 6, I'll start with the top half of the bracket and see what's going to go on here. So for round number 6, I have Leverage easily beating Abnormal, and I know it says 3-0, but the only reason it does that is because they already beat Abnormal 3-0 in pool play. Same thing for Next Threat, they beat Juked 3-0, so they're already starting up 3-0 in that series, 1st to 6. I don't see Next Threat or Leverage losing any time during this round 6. So both of them are going to move on into round 7, and that will certainly be a game to watch, and I will be watching it right along with you. So coming out of that game, I think Next Threat, if they play up to their ability, they certainly have a chance to knock off Leverage, but I'm going to have to give that little bit of that edge to leverage. The past champions twice now. They're going to be hyped up. They're going to want to beat their their brother team or whatever you want to call them. And I think that leverage will edge out next threat. Maybe 3-2. It's going to be close. I don't see a sweep coming. Leverage and next threat are both top teams, and it should be a good match to watch. So with leverage winning round 7, I have them going into round 8 facing Optic Gaming, and just like they did in the past event, I think that they're going to not run through, but I think that they're not going to be challenged too much by Optic Gaming. And that's not to say Optic Gaming is a bad team. I just feel like leverage faces off against Optic Gaming very, very well. They beat them really easily in the past event, and I think that that trend will continue here at MLG Raleigh. So leverage should be positioned right here in round 9, right where this TBD is. And let's go on to the bottom half of the bracket. Force, the 12th seed, has already ensured a top 12 finish, but I think that road will end here against Obey. Obey should be able to knock Force off 3-0 or 3-1. It shouldn't be that difficult. Obey will move on. Twisted Method against Icons Blue. This should be a very, very good game, but I have the edge going to Twisted Method. They've been playing very, very good throughout this tournament, and they were in a tough pool, but I think that they'll come out of this and be able to defeat Blue. Now, moving on, though, I think that Obey will certainly be able to handle Twisted Method, and that'll move them up into to face, Collapse. And also, one thing to mention is that if Twisted Method somehow beats Obey, there's no way they get by Collapse, because Collapse will already have, I believe, a 3-0 game lead, maybe 3-1, but they will already have that lead because they played them back in pool play. But anyways, I think it'll be Obey versus Twisted Method in round 7. I think Obey will come out on top, and this game is another one to watch. Collapse versus Obey. I think that Collapse will have the edge here. They're just playing too well. I don't see them ending their run here in round 8. Collapse is going to face off against Leverage, I believe, and this is my little mini predictions here. And Leverage will be down 1 map already, but I don't think that that'll be enough of a lead for Collapse. I see Leverage coming back, defeating Collapse, moving on to round 10. Now, I know there's no team to kind of go into this round, but that's where the winner's bracket comes into play, so let me switch on over there. So for the winner's bracket, whoever loses this game between Fear and Envy will be in this round 10, and so they'll be playing Leverage, at least in this little prediction. So I think that the loser between Fear and Envy will be Envy, and I think, and this is something interesting, when Envy plays Leverage, I think Leverage will be able to beat them, and that will mean that Leverage will play, that Leverage will have to play Fear, and I believe it's 1st to 6th. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. In the championship match, a rematch of the past event. That would be phenomenal. I'm sure a lot of people would love to see that. I know a lot of people are rooting for Envy and Optic Gaming, and I would not be surprised if either of those teams are in the championship match, maybe even both. But this is what I think, guys. Feel free to leave your comment down below. Who do you think will be in the championship match? Do you think it'll be Fear, Envy? What team do you think it'll be? It can be either one of those two, or anybody here in round 6, or even Optic Gaming or Collapse. So go ahead, leave a comment down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just a bit of a recap / prediction video, recapping day 2, predicting what's going to happen in day 3. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, if you did, hit the like button and also leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I will talk to you later. See ya.